We win, they nitpick every little thing. We lose, they're ready to bury us.
Be advised, my OnlyFans is now 20% off.
Weirdos are gonna come after y'all.
Oh, no. Never. Oh, never.
Hey, Buff Nation, it's time to wake up because the world's got it twisted about Colorado and Coach Prime. It's becoming real clear that even our so-called allies in the media have turned their backs on us. They've forgotten what loyalty looks like. But guess what? We haven't. It's just us now, Buff Nation. Do you still believe? Because when it's all said and done, we're all we got. Let's get real for a second. If Colorado and Coach Prime are supposedly no good, just a below-average team, then why does every major show out there keep leading with us?
But I will say this, even though it was an FCS team and they only won by a touchdown or whatever, that was a good win because North Dakota State has beaten, they're now 9-5 against FBS teams.
Why is every podcast dissecting our every move? Where's all the talk about Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan? Aren't they the top dogs? If Colorado's not a threat, if we're nothing but hype, then why are we headlining every day? Make that make sense. Here's the cold truth. No matter what Colorado does, win or lose, the media will always spin it negative.
Credit, Colorado ended up winning the game, and Travis Hunter is probably the leading candidate for the Sept Heisman. The month of September, he is the Heisman frontrunner so far, only because the other frontrunners, the favorites, haven't played. But he's great.
For some reason, the haters out there think we should be a perfect team, no flaws, no mistakes, no touchdowns allowed.
After watching the game last night, the Colorado Buffaloes are going to be much better than I thought, in trouble, and will struggle just to be bowl eligible. How impressed were you with the Buffaloes last night?
I wasn't. I was impressed with a couple of players. That defense is not good. And North Dakota State could run when they wanted to run. There was very little pass rush, it felt like. But they're going to have explosive plays. They're just going to be in shootouts.
Hey, if you guys like my content, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help your boy grow. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I need that plaque on my wall. So hit that subscribe button and let's get this thing popping. But funny how those same people won't hold teams like Alabama or Georgia to those standards. It's wild. We win, they nitpick every little thing. We lose, they're ready to bury us. But last I checked, every team makes adjustments week to week, except somehow Colorado isn't allowed to. Why? Because we suck, right?
I don't know.
Is being chanted on the internet at a very massive clip. They still seemingly have some of the same problems, at least in the first half, that they had last year. Offensive line was kind of getting bullied a little bit. Yep. The defense wasn't able to stop anything. Shiloh was taking cheap shots seemingly every single play, trying to set a tone. He got called for it, he stopped, I think. But nonetheless, this Colorado team was a spectacle. Shador takes shots like that, stands right up. I think he's a tough guy. Oh, yeah. I think he can spin it. I appreciate the way he goes about his business, but I don't know if what we saw last night leads to Colorado going to the college football playoff, and I don't know if what we saw last night leads to them winning 4 games, which a lot of people on the internet thought. I thought they were happy to get a win. We move along to next week to Nebraska, and we keep trying to stack some things, Ty.
Yeah. Because the players Coach Prime has are bums, right? But here's something to chew on. Every single day, NFL scouts are at our practices, keeping their eyes on our guys. If we're so bad, if we're nothing, why are the pros showing up? Again, make it make sense, haters.
I'm not buying any stock.
Me neither.
None. Look, this is a 3-man team. And for me, they're not any. They didn't make any improve. I shouldn't say any improvement.
It's the same issues as last year.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Like, the offensive line's not great. You can't tackle.
Yeah.
Let me throw this at you too. You guys love to hype up North Dakota State. 9 FCS championships, right? You tell us they're a legit team.
Let me go back to Colorado, getting by North Dakota State. We said it. Tough team to open up with. North Dakota State is a really good team. If this game was at North Dakota State, I think they would have won that game.
Then, when Colorado beats them, you flip the script saying, oh, North Dakota State sucks. So which is it? A good team or a bad one? Don't flip the narrative just because it doesn't fit your story. Our D-line got pressure, but North Dakota State's mobile quarterback made some plays. Happens to every team, yet when Colorado pulls out a win, you're still pointing out everything that didn't look good. So what do you want? A flawless performance? A perfect game? No other team has to deal with that pressure, but for some reason, y'all expect it from us.
Your front line, you're poor. Shiloh, poor Shiloh. Like, I mean, he's living on the last name. Like, I hate to do this, but I have to be honest.
Right.
Offensively, he just built this team around his son. Like, he gave him talent so his son can thrive. I truly don't believe that it's about winning. And yesterday, I didn't think until I watched. It was like, okay, that's his angle.
And let's get something straight. If you're not going to use your research teams properly, why not let Dark Minute Media take over and put them to good use? Because nothing you say is factual. It's like you forgot how to be journalists. Y'all are so busy chasing headlines, you've forgotten what real reporting is. It's clear all you're after is clickbait. You've got to give wild, out-of-pocket takes just to stay relevant. But let's be honest. It's all crumbling around you. Buff Nation, here's the deal. The haters are always going to hate. Whether we win or lose, they're never going to give us the credit we deserve. But here's the thing. They can't stop us. We're still here. We're still making noise. And we're still putting the work in. So you know what? Let them keep talking because we're just getting started. It's Buff Nation against the world, and we believe. Do you?
I'm coming. I already made reservations. That's the believer. Are you the belief or the believer? I know who I am. We gotta find out who you are. I'm coming.